Well, Travis, we actually went into this because we wanted to see if there was really a difference between store-bought juice from the grocery store and juice you get at a juicery. And these look pretty identical, right? All of these bottles right here. But there's a lot of differences, and I want to point out a few of them for consumers at home. So this is the juice that you get at the juicery, where they press it in front of you. And it has a shelf life for about 2 to 3 days. These look identical. You pick them up at the grocery store. These actually have a shelf life of up to 45 days. The way that these are able to be in a big box retailer or a grocery store is because they basically have high pressure processing. It's called HPP for short. And so that is a way to pasteurize the juice, not with heat, but with pressure. So they eliminate the bacteria that way and any kind of bacteria in the juice. So that's how it can have a shelf life of that long. And the thing is with high pressure processing is a lot of these companies are claiming that it maintains the nutrients in the juice and this and that, but there's not enough research to really say, yes, in fact, the ingredients stay intact after 45 days sitting on a shelf. So you're paying premium for these at the grocery store, but is it the same as you'd be getting with regular pasteurized juice, the same kind of nutritional content? That's still, the jury's still out. And I think consumers should know that because each one of these bottles is about $6.
I actually think that there are two things that come out of this. I think number one, you need to know if you're gonna buy juice, what are you getting? You need to know what you're paying for. Are you getting your money's worth? The number one ingredient in most of these juices is apple juice. There's as much sugar in that glass of apple juice as in 3 glazed donuts.
Ready for this?
And if you turn over the label, the label will say beet juice or green juice. But the first ingredient is almost always apple juice because it's cheaper to make and it's higher in sugar, so it tastes better. You're literally drinking pretty much like a soda.
And a lot of these, they're adding just enough greenery to make it green. I mean, you think green, healthy, but they're adding the apple juice, and that's why it tastes good. And psychologically, you think you're doing something good for yourself.
I would love the donut during those days.
And what we're gonna do is later in the show, as a part of our doctor's prescription, we're gonna give you some tips on how to get the most out of when you go buy juice, whether it be at the store or a juicery, because there are a lot of great little tips, because it still can be healthy. Ladies, I wanna thank you for participating. Leslie, thank you for sharing your findings with us. And certainly we don't want people to think that drinking juice is inherently bad. It can be really, so there is some interesting takeaway.